if I go to your website today, the homepage says financial planning for folks with stock options and RSUs. First off, I don't see the word folks on very many people's websites. And as a Southern boy, I appreciate that. Did you start with that niche focus or did that develop over time?
I did not, and I started focusing a little less on that list that you usually state: individuals, women, businesses, trusts,
Right.
living, not living, right? So I think the initial version of the website was tech folks. There's folks again. I guess I need to get that out of my vocabulary.
No, I like it.
Um, uh, Tech folks, medical professionals, only because, hey, my wife's working in healthcare, so that could be a decent in. And oh, young families, so young families, tech professionals, and healthcare workers. So I don't think for the most part, I don't work with any or many people in healthcare. Maybe a spouse, right, of a tech employee. But it was, I think, focusing in on that niche. It had a lot to do with location and then interest. The more I see it, the more I understand it, the more I enjoy it. Right? It's like, hey, a lot of people around me are in tech. It's a very tax heavy, right? Which is great, but it's also very big on like the psychology and behavioral finance, which is my favorite part about finance. So it seems like whenever I'm talking to a client or prospective client, 95% of the time, that stuff's coming up. We're talking taxes, tax planning, whether it's an RSU withholding or AMT planning. And then we're talking about the psychology component of dealing with a large position of a company stock where, it's not easy. This stock has 10x and now it's 70% of my net worth. How do we talk about this? How do we unwind it? How do we think about it? Again, there's a tax component there, but there's also we're dealing with the internal Slack channels where everyone is, telling you that it's going to go to the moon, right?